We were left with one of the papers from the previous session, Dr. Vivek Sharma's paper on Tantra and Tantric traditions in Buddhism. Dr. Vivek Sharma, are you ready? Yeah, please.
नमो तस् भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्य नमो तस् भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्य नमो तस् भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्य Respected Professor Nagarajan Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of this university, conference delegates, and dear students, good afternoon to all of you. My name is Dr. Vivek Sharma and I am from Jammu University. I am working as academic coordinator as well as faculty in the Department of Buddhist Studies, University of Jammu. Kudhua campus is off campus of Jammu University and 80 kilometers away from Jammu. I don't want to take much time for the introduction of mine. No, I am going to talk about my research paper. My research paper is on the topic of Tantra and Tantric tradition in Buddhism. I am going to present my paper. Tantra, I have written everything with referencing. Without references, we cannot write. Tantra and Tantric tradition are a significant aspect of Buddhism, particularly within certain branches of the religion, such as Vajrayana Buddhism, while Vajrayana Buddhism is also known for Tantric ideas and practices, which are mainly based on Indian Buddhist Tantras. They comprise Japanese Shingon Buddhism, Nepalese Nepal Buddhism, and Indo-Tibetan Buddhism. Tantra referred to a set of practice and teaching that emerged in India around the 5th century CE and later spread to various Buddhist traditions. The roots of Tantra can be traced back to ancient India, where it emerged as a distinct spiritual and philosophical movement around the 5th century CE. Tantra incorporated elements from indigenous Indian tradition, including ritual practices, esoteric technique, and the worship of deities. It also drew influence from other spiritual systems prevalent at that time, such as Shaivism, Shaktism, and element of Vedic and Yogic tradition. The Tantra and Tantric tradition original in India and has roots in Hinduism. Thereafter, it also influenced Buddhist practice. The development of Tantra in Buddhism was a response to a need for more expedient and powerful method for achieving enlightenment. Tantra is most closely associated with Vajrayana Buddhism, which is practiced primarily in Tibet, Bhutan, and certain regions of Nepal and Mongolia. Vajrayana is often referred to as the diamond vehicle or the thunderbolt vehicle due to its emphasis on utilizing the transformation power of Tantra. Tantra places great emphasis on skillful means for spiritual advancement. It acknowledges that different individuals have different capacities and thus a variety of methods and techniques are employed to cater to those varying needs. Tantra incorporate visualization, meditation, mantra recitation, ritual practice, and yogic techniques. The early known datable Tantra text is the development of Mahabharata Tantra, which was composed about the 7th century and was believed to be one of the texts collected by the Chinese pilgrim Buxing 680 CE. The Buxing also remarks on the appearance of a new teaching about mantras that are much admired during the duration of his time in India. According to some scholars, that the growth of the Tantra may have prejudiced by the community of natural spirit deities like Yaks and Nagas. While the Yaks community were an important part of near the beginning of Buddhism, Yaks are influential natural bird spirits which are commonly seen as protector or guardian. Yaks like Kubera are also connected with magical chants. Kubera is supposed to have provided that Buddhist sung with protection enchantment in the Ajanatya Sutta. Tantra and Tantric tradition gained popularity and widespread acceptable within Indian Buddhism from the 7th century onward. During this period, numerous Tantric texts known as Tantras were composed, providing detailed instruction on ritual, meditation practice, deity yoga, and philosophical insights. Tantric Buddhism attracted significant following and influenced other Buddhist schools and lineages in India. Tantra is a complex and multi-factor spiritual and philosophical tradition found in both Hinduism and Buddhism, as well as in other Indian spiritual systems. While Tantra can be approached from different perspectives, here are some key definition characteristics of Tantra and Tantric tradition. Tantra embraces a holistic view of reality, recognizing the interconnectedness of all aspects of existence. It emphasizes the integration of the physical, energetic, emotional, and spiritual dimension of life. Tantra places a strong emphasis on practical application and direct experience. It seeks to transform ordinary experience into path of spiritual realization. Tantra engages with the bird and encourages practitioners to explore the full range of human experience as a means to spiritual growth. Tantra implies a wide array of practice, including ritual, ceremonies, mantra recitation, meditation, visualization, energy cultivation, and deity yoga. These practices often involve the use of sacred texts, symbols, mandalas, and rituals to invoke and embody the divine. Tantra acknowledges the presence and significance of subtle energies within the body and the universe. It seeks to understand and harness these energies through various techniques such as breath work, energy channelizing, and the awakening of dormant potential. Tantra recognizes the divine feminine as a powerful aspect of the spiritual path. It celebrates and honors the feminine principle of creativity, intuition, and nurturing. Both male and female practitioners are encouraged to embrace and integrate this quality within themselves. Tantra places importance on the relationship between the teacher and the student. The guru serves as a guide and a spiritual mentor, transmitting teaching, initiation, and empowerment to the disciple. Tantra often emphasizes a non-dualistic worldview, transcending the dichotomy of good and evil, sacred and profane, and self and other. It recognizes the inherent interconnectedness and unity of all phenomena and seeks to realize the ultimate nature of reality. It is essential to note that Tantra can be approached and interpreted in diverse ways within different traditions and lineages. There are variations in practice, ritual, textual sources, and philosophical frameworks across the different tantric traditions within Hinduism and Buddhism. While Tantra has gained a reputation for the sexual, ritual, and practitioner, it is important to understand these aspects represent only a small fraction of the broader tantric tradition. Tantra encompasses a vast range of teaching and practice aimed at spiritual transformation, self-realization, and attainment of enlightenment. This is a general overview of Tantra and Tantric tradition, and it is worth exploring specific tradition and lineage to gain a more in-depth understanding of their unique characteristics and practices. Tantra, an English word derived from the Sanskrit term tantrika. It means just that which relate to the tantras. The variety of the scripture that serve up as a canonical basis for the diverse tantric tradition. While the Tantric are work that largely focus on the right and meditative practice. Hence, the term Tantric also encircles the practice linked with this scripture, which had tradition been disseminated by the Tantrikas. The word tantra in Indian customs also mean any organized, broadly relevant test theory, system, method, instrument, techniques, or practice. A key aspect of this custom is the use of mantras, and therefore they are usually referred to as mantra marg, path of mantra in Hinduism, and mantra in mantra vehicle, and guhya mantra, secret mantra in Buddhism. Our distinctive feature of Tantric Buddhism is the practice of deity yoga. Practitioners visualize themselves as specific being or deities as a means to cultivate these qualities and awaken their inherent wisdom. This practice is aimed at transforming ordinary experience and perception into enlightened ones. Tantra Buddhism also incorporates the understanding and manipulation of subtle energy channel and psych center within the body. By working with this channel and center, practitioners seek to balance and redirect the flow of energy for spiritual awakening. Tantra places great importance on the guru-disciple relationship. A qualified spiritual teacher plays a crucial role in transmitting the teaching and guiding the disciple along the path. Guru provides instruction, empowerment, and personal guidance to the disciple. Tantra seeks to integrate the realization of emptiness with the cultivation of compassion and skillful action. It emphasizes the inseparability of wisdom and compassion, essential quality for attaining enlightenment. It is significant to note that Tantra can be quite complex and nuanced, and its full understanding requires proper guidance from a qualified teacher and adherence to ethical guidance. The practice and ritual associated with Tantra are often considered advanced and are typically reserved for serious and committed practitioners. Short history of Buddhism. Buddhism traces its birth to Prince Siddhartha, who was later known as the Buddha. He was born in Lumbini around 563 BC. His father's name is Sudodana. He was king of Kapilvastu and represents the Sakyan clan. Sudodana was married to Maya, who died shortly after giving birth to their son Siddhartha. According to some account, he later married Maya's sister Mahaprajapati Gautami, who became Siddhartha's stepmother after Maya's death. Siddhartha was a prince who renounced his luxury life to seek enlightenment. After a year of spiritual exploration, he attained enlightenment under a Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, India. He then began teaching the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path as the foundation of his new philosophy. Further, the Buddha fixed up the mission of his life on the well-being of humanity. This is right that Gautam Buddha structured an unparalleled system of machinery activities. His disciples went from village to village and city to city for proclaiming. After the enlightenment at the age of 35, Gautam Buddha devoted his whole life to the sole purpose of enlightening others. In addition, Buddha spent his whole life in concern for the happiness of people and served to cure their difficulty with the message for the excellence of many based on his compassion for humanity. Charth Bhikhve Charikam Bahujan Hitaye Bahujan Sukhaye Lokakam Paya Thai Hitaye Sukhaye Deva Manusanand. Buddha teaching gained popularity and followed, leading to the formation of monastic community. Buddhism became one of the major philosophy and religion movement in ancient India. It was divided into different schools, including Theravada and Mahayana, which held distinct interpretation of Buddhist teaching. Emperor Ashoka, a ruler of the Mauryan Empire, embraced Buddhism and played a pivotal role in the propagation. He sent a missionary to different parts of Asia, helping spread the teaching of Buddhism to regions like to countries like Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, and other parts of Central Asia. Over time, Buddhism developed into various schools. Each emphasized different aspects of the teaching. Mahayana Buddhism, with its emphasizing on compassion and the concept of bodhisattva. gained prominence and spread to China, Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. Buddhism reached Tibet and merged with indigenous Tibet belief, resulting in the formation of Tibetan Buddhism. It incorporated unique practice, ritual, and a deep focus on meditation. Tantra and Tantric tradition in Bajrajayana. When exploring Tantra and Tantric tradition within Buddhism, it is crucial to understand the significance role of Vajrayana Buddhism. Vajrayana, also known as the diamond vehicle or thunderbolt vehicle, is a branch of Buddhism that incorporates Tantra as a central component. But the Vajrayana Buddhism places great emphasis on the esoteric and secret teaching found within Tantra. These teachings are often transmitted orally and kept secret, revealing them only to qualified and initiated practitioners. Thus, the secrecy is believed to protect the profound nature of teaching and ensure their proper understanding and application. Vajrayana views Tantra as an expedient path to enlightenment, tailored to suit the unique needs and capacities of individual. Tantra is considered a skillful means that accelerate the process of spiritual awakening by utilizing. Conclude. I am going to conclude. Tantra, including Tantra Buddhism, has been adopted and interpreted in Western context. Some Western practitioners and teachers have integrated Tantric practice into their spiritual path, blending them with the other tradition or incorporating psychological and therapeutic approach. However, it is important to approach such adaptation and discernment as the authenticity and depth of traditional Tantric practice can sometimes be diluted or misinterpreted. Lastly, we can say that Tantra and Tantric Buddhism continue to be relevant and practiced in modern time. The tradition maintained its emphasis on transformative practice, ritual, ceremony, and spiritual realization, while also adapting to new cultural context and the evolving need of practitioners. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Vivek Sharma. Uh, I think those who have come with a PowerPoint presentation are able to manage time because they know how much a slide takes. And without a PowerPoint presentation, long introductions particularly will take away a lot of your time, and by the time the time ends, you will not be left with much main points and you will have to rush to the conclusion. Okay, are there any questions or comments to Dr. Vivek Sharma? Okay, so thank you, Dr. Vivek Sharma ji. Now, okay, okay. Please take the mic. Mic is here.
Taken from, or it's originated from Tantric. So is it, we don't.
Did you say that? No, he did not say that.
But okay.
He did not say.
Yeah, absolutely so.
That is one.
Yeah,
Tantric is also that. That is a thread.
Yeah, stretching, yeah.
That is also that. Both the definitions are there.
That is not Tantri, that is Tantri. Tantri. That is Tantri. Yeah. Tantri is for wire or thread, both. So that is a convoluted definition, but the well known is from Tanu Vistare. Tanu Vistare is the dhatu. From Tanu Vistare you have Tantra in linguistics, in Vyakarana, and all those places, it comes from Tanu Vistare only. Okay.